evening. Good evening, everyone. How are you? Just over here. How are you tonight? I know we're a little bit later tonight, but I just want to stop in here and say hello. I know I've been kind of not MIA, but a little bit not as frequent on here. So I wanted to be sure and just come on tonight and say, I pray you're doing well. I know I have just going to share a little bit of like testimony tonight, let y'all know what's been going on. So I've had a lot of stuff going on with work when you know, you think stuff's gonna settle down and you think stuff's gonna be okay, and then everything just goes crazy, right? Um, but that's life, and life is lifing. And so, just wanted to share with y'all a little bit about that because through all of it, the one thing I can say is that God has been faithful, that God has been with me, um, speaking words, speaking life. Um, Even had the amazing opportunity the other day that, you get to that point where you're like, I'm breaking, Lord, I really am just having a hard day. And here, at least in our school district here in Denton, the kids are on spring break. So my son was actually home and he just happened to call me or I called him back or something. We had to get on a phone call and he heard my voice crack. He heard mama having a weak moment. And sometimes it's okay to be transparent to your kids. Sometimes it's okay to let them know that it's a rough season and I'm pushing through. And I don't really like to share that with him because he's a kid. He'll be 14 next week, and it's one of those like I really don't want him to feel like he has to carry the load for me. But when we try to be perfect, that's the one time that God's like, let me take care of this for you, you know. So, talking to him, he hears my voice crack, and he's like, "Mama, let me pray for you." And he just started declaring God's promises over me, reminding me of who I am and what God has called me to do and who He's called me to be. And I have to tell you, like, that was the most amazing of course, I cried even harder because now I'm, like, overjoyed that my son has this boldness and he knows that he can go to the throne room for his mama, 1, and 2, that he stepped up. He stepped up for me, and that just meant so much, so much. He was willing to and then knew how to, and he knew how to call out what he knows God's called in me. So don't know what you're facing tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not gonna do a live tonight. I've been taking this. It's been 2 weeks now, and I've been taking just what I can when I can do it. So tonight, came home from work, had things to get done, went to um, church for a little bit, and then came home. And I was like, no, I need to share because I don't know what you're going through or where you're at right now, but I need you to know and to understand and have very deep down in your heart that God sees you and He provides for you at the right time. You just need to stay focused and know that He's there. He's going to be there and he's going to provide. I'm going to tell you the words I've been reading all week. The last 2 weeks, my quiet time has been amazing because it's God again just reminding me how He fights our battles, how He goes before us, how He puts His angels, to guard over us, how we can hide in you know, in His secret place, that He's our refuge, that He's our guide. All of those things, just reminders, things that, like I said, I've been born and raised in church. I know these things, I know these words, but when life feels like it gets to be too big, and I know you did it back then, God. I know you've helped me through so much already. But what about now? Like, why would you take the time to do it now? And that's a simple answer. You're his baby. You're his princess. You're his prince. You matter to him. And if my voice and my face is the only one you get to see that tells you that and reminds you that, guess what? I needed my son the other day. I needed him to come and tell me, "Mom, remember, God is with you in the valleys and on the mountaintops," which I think is funny. I know we joke about that, but he always starts with the negatives because that's where you see yourself, right? We don't see ourselves in the mountaintop when we're crying out, we're broken. We see ourselves in the valley at that moment. And so this is where you are, but he's gonna take you to the mountaintop. He's gonna take you from the broken places to the healed places. So tonight, guys, just wanted to remind you of that. No matter where you are, no matter what you are facing tonight, this week, that's passing. Tomorrow's Friday. Thank God for Friday because it's right around the corner. All right. So, again, guys, if you need to talk, if you need just some encouragement, please reach out. I am here and I'm willing to talk to you at any time. All right. Have a good night and I will see you soon. Have a great one, everyone. Good night.